are going to run this.
Yeah.
And these are the captains right here. And you've either got to be a team member or not. These are the captains. That's the way it is. Okay. Coming up, imagine you go to the doctor for a cough and find out that you have 2 to 5 years to live. Well, that's exactly what happened to my next guest, who's now living in defiance of his diagnosis. You'll see his story after the break. Hey, Dr. Phil here. Did you know that more than 16 million kids in the U.S. are at risk of hunger each day? That's more than 1 in 5 children. Now, these are our neighbors, our kids that play in the neighborhood, co-workers, friends' children. The problem is closer than you would think, but so is the solution. Join me and visit feedingamerica.org/hunger to find your local food bank to help. I'm Dr. Phil, and together, we are Feeding America. Want to know what's coming up on Dr. Phil? Visit our website and subscribe to our email newsletter. You'll get weekly updates, life strategies, and exclusive video that you won't find anywhere else.
Plus, on drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today.
My next guest, Dave, says after developing a cough and chest discomfort, his doctor gave him the worst news imaginable. But Dave says this disease is not the end, but the beginning of his new life. Take a look.
In January 2015, I had trouble breathing. It was very difficult for me to climb stairs. Bending over took all my breath away. I thought I'd better get to the doctor. He said, "You have IPF, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis." He told me I had 2 to 5 years. It hit me like a ton of bricks. My lungs were operating at 70%. I was put on oxygen. The doctor said it was going to be a couple months before I'd be able to really get moving again. I decided I was going to prove him wrong. I exercise constantly, and I've gotten tremendously better. I am able to do everything that I did. I enjoy going to my real estate office. I love going to the pawn shop. Living with IPF is really overwhelming, but I've found that it's not the end. It's the beginning of a new life, except at a slower pace.
Well, joining me are Dave and Dr. Gregory Cosgrove, Chief Medical Officer with the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation and a pulmonologist at National Jewish Health. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Now, Dave, when you were told that you had 2 to 5 years to live, what was your first thought?
It hit me like a ton of bricks. I gave it a lot of thought, and I decided I was going to do all I could to live a long life with my wife, my 3 wonderful sons, and my 4 grandkids.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm not going to give in to this, and I'm not giving up. Yeah. I'm on oxygen most of the time, but I'm still able to go to the gym more than a few times a week to exercise my lungs and to keep moving.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, Dr. Cosgrove, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, or IPF, tell us exactly what it is and how many of us have to worry about contracting this.
IPF is a scarring lung disease, and so the lungs are affected, and it often presents with progressive or continued cough over months rather than a few days. And it leads to fatigue and breathlessness. And we estimate about 132,000 people in the United States have the disease at this present time.
Right. It sounds like some of the same symptoms of other respiratory diseases like COPD or asthma or even congestive heart failure, right?